Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. It's November 21st. Next week, of course, is Thanksgiving, but we are here for your WLBT Plus Digital News Desk update the week before. I'm CJ LeMaster, your host and your lead investigative reporter for WLBT. Hope that you're going well. Hope everything's going well. Hope you had a great work week as we get ready for this weekend. Hopefully, many of you, have some plans, have some things that you're trying to set up. I hope that you're already, well into your Christmas shopping. Many of us like to put that off until the last minute. We have many stories to get to today. We want to start with something out of Pearl. We've been following this since it happened. But we want to tell you the latest here. A former Pearl police officer now headed to prison. We're going to show you his picture. This is 30-year-old Christopher Lofton. He pleaded guilty to grand larceny and has now been sentenced to 20 years behind bars. In November of last year, Lofton responded to a call where an elderly woman had died in her home. The woman's husband later reported $32,000 in cash was missing from the couple's bedroom. It was later determined Lofton had stolen the money from a dresser drawer. In addition to serving time in prison, he has been ordered to pay full restitution and surrender his law enforcement certificate. In other news, a group of residents are suing the city of Jackson, alleging that the city's neglect caused lead to get into your drinking water. Now, you may remember this lawsuit was filed back in 2022. The residents who filed this lawsuit alleged that lead contamination in the drinking water caused injuries to them. This week, there's been a shift in the case. Last year, a judge had dismissed one of the claims against the city, but now the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has overturned that decision. Now, we want to give you a little bit of background here to that situation. And I'll go ahead and show you this video here. To give you a little bit of background, court records actually show... There we go. Court records actually show that the city first learned of this problem back in 2013. In 2015, the state's health department revealed that tests revealed more than 22% of the homes sampled had dangerous levels, high concentrations of lead in the drinking water. Of course, it wasn't until the following year state and city officials informed folks for the first time about lead being in the water. This is all from court records. So now that one of those claims is no longer dismissed, the city plans to fight that decision.
The Fifth Circuit has overturned the dismissal of one of these claims. That is true, but it's only true right now. There is a process called an en banc review that allows us to have the whole Fifth Circuit review this case. We're considering that. This also, frankly, may be an issue that's worthy of taking to the United States Supreme Court.
This legal battle has been playing out for 3 years and counting. The city has until early December to file its appeal. And again, we want to point this out. There's nothing for you to worry about right now when it comes to the safety of your water. It is safe to drink. The city is in compliance with the EPA's lead and copper rules, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, this is from years ago that these conditions were observed, and these residents who were concerned took that matter to court. Amazon plans to build a $3 billion data center in the city of Vicksburg, or actually, I should say in Warren County, but certainly Vicksburg and others will benefit from that. But we'll tell you about what's going on here. The city says the Amazon Web Services facility will bring 200 high-paying jobs to the area. As a result, the city and Warren County are rolling out the red carpet for Amazon. They say even more jobs will be created. And when you consider what's needed for the build-out and all supporting businesses that will be needed, in addition to that, as has been the case in other communities. Now, this deal also calls for added benefits for students, too.
It's going to be literally millions of dollars every year to be able to invest in more STEM opportunities for those kids in science and technology, engineering and math. It's going to give those kids an opportunity to understand and learn what the job opportunities are at a facility like this. And generally, these jobs are far better paying jobs than the average wage in the entire community. They're going to pay $70,000 or $80,000 or $90,000 a year, depending on the specifics.
Now, the exact location for the project has not yet been specified, but 3 on Your Side is requesting that information, and of course, we'll follow up whenever we find out exactly where that will be built. The growing detainee population in the Hinds County Detention Center near Raymond is increasingly becoming a financial issue. Some 200 detainees are currently are now being housed, I should say, in another county, Tallahatchie County, to relieve overcrowding. According to the Board of Supervisors, it costs $1 million a year just to transport those detainees to and from that correctional facility located in Tutwiler. Sheriff Tyree Jones says the 2.5-hour trip is just part of the cost. There's also housing, medication, medical treatment, and clothing.
You have to also include the manpower and the fuel that it takes to move back and forth to Tallahatchie County, which is pretty much a day-to-day travel for our detention officers or our deputies. And sometimes they make more than one trip up there and back on a daily basis.
The Hinds County Detention Center currently houses detainees from 26 different agencies. We have one person who has shared a comment with us today, Britt, faithful viewer. Hey, CJ and everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, Britt. I hope you're having a good last day of the work week, and I hope you have good plans, fun plans for this weekend. We got a couple more stories, some pretty positive ones, actually, to end the show with. One, you may not have even known about this, but a historic Fondren home now has a new owner. The Mississippi Museum of Art has purchased Fountainhead, located on Glenway Drive in Fondren. It is the only house in Mississippi designed by famed architect Frank Lloyd Wright. The museum plans to open the residence for guided tours beginning in 2027. The Jackson City Council recently granted a special exception, allowing the museum to host community events at the 71-year-old home. You may not have even known that we had a home built by Frank Lloyd Wright right here in the capital city. Last but certainly not least, this weekend, big deal, especially I've already heard some trash talking just around town and everything because of the Soul Bowl. Shuttle, we will tell you, is available if you want to be able to get to and from safely this weekend. Fans that need transportation to the Alcorn State Jackson State game can park at Smith Wills Stadium. And of course, as you might imagine, parking can get kind of crazy on game day. That parking fee is $25. You park at Smith Wills. They will take you to the vet. It gives you round-trip access to the free shuttle. You must pay with a credit or debit card, though. Now, that shuttle service runs from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. The shuttle will drop you near Gate 4B at the vet. And I'm not going to make any predictions on who's going to win. I just hope that, listen, it's a fun, competitive game. As a Mississippi State grad, I'm looking forward to the Egg Bowl next week. And I don't know that I need to make any predictions at this point on the Ole Miss State score or the current status of Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin. We're just going to leave all that alone. Just let it come out over time. I want to go ahead and see. Got a couple other folks saying hi. Kelly Cameron saying hi to Jade Westbrook. Hope you're having fun at Mississippi State. Kelly Cameron saying happy Friday to everyone at WLBT. Well, thank you so much for that. Hope you're doing well. And to Jade Westbrook, hope that you're having fun as well. At Mississippi State, I got to be a little partial because that's my alma mater. It's a wonderful place. I really miss Starkville quite a bit. It's fun to get to go back sometimes, but haven't been able to be back for a football game in a while, so maybe that'll change. Want to go ahead and tell you that we have some other things coming up later today. At 2:30 p.m., your First Alert weather team will be in here to give you an idea of what to expect this weekend. Many of you may have seen some showers this morning, woke up to rainy streets and everything, and so we'll let you know whether or not that's going to persist, what kind of temperatures you might expect this weekend if you're planning on doing some things outside, and we'll even give you a preview of your work week, and next week, of course, being Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Before we let you go, I want to give you a word from our sponsor, Jackson Water, but we really appreciate you watching on this Friday. For everyone here at WLBT, I'm CJ LeMaster, your host for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk and your lead investigative reporter. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Time for a neighborly tip from Jackson Water. Is it okay to pour fats, oils, and greases down the drain if I run hot water?
No!
What if I run the garbage disposal?
No!
How about if I use dish soap at the same time?
No!
Instead, hang on to a few containers to store and toss old cooking fat and grease once you're done. Jackson Water. Water for all the time.